Alright, I've always kind of been curious about LED lights. My son put a set of these in his Corolla, and I'm going to shoot some video of before I put them in and after I put them in so that everybody can get a good look at the difference. I'm only going to be putting them in the low beams, so we'll see how much difference they make. I know they are a lot whiter, not as yellow of a light. I've got a light assembly out of a car because I wanted to show anybody who hasn't had a chance to do this how much fun these lights are to get in and out. I'm not actually going to put the lights into this assembly, but this is in the car, setting like this, with this cover over the top. It has a top on it. And everything you do has to be done reaching underneath the light. But I'm going to bring it around like this so I can show how the lights are changed. It's just a spring clip that hooks in right there. You have to push down on that, and when it's in the car, that'll be coming up, and that releases it. Then that flips over out of the way, and you can pull the whole light assembly out. Show it the direction it's actually sitting in the car. Sitting in the car like that. That tab right here on the light goes up. This is why I'm showing it out of the car, because it's this arm flips back over. You have to push that in and drop it back down into this notch. Easy to do out here, but when it's in the car, it's a little hard to see, hard to get to. And then this rubber boot says top on it. It has to go over the whole light assembly, slide in there like that, and then the outer ring gets pushed into place. Looks pretty easy out in the open. So these Vorox bulbs are an H7 supposedly, and they are an H7. I mean, they will plug into an H7, but they plug into an H7 because they have this plug on them. This plug will then plug into here. Well, that's great. The problem is, then this is the base of the bulb. Same similar shape. It's plastic instead of metal, but that'll work. Except when this bulb plugs into this, to go into the light assembly, it's now that thick from there to there, and that's where that spring wire, when it flips over, it goes against this, not against the base of the bulb. A ½ inch of play. The only way to make these work is going to be to re-bend this wire. And so definitely not a direct replacement for Toyota Celica. So the instructions say, well, remove the socket, install and fix the socket. I don't know what they mean by fix, because it says, please contact sales first if you got any problems. So fix may mean glue it in or something, but that's not the route I'm going. You just have to rotate that, and that pulls off. The thinner part of it's forward. The thinner part of it then goes into here, but wiggles all over the place. So to make up for that spacer, or to that space, I'm going to have to make a spacer out of something. I came up with a cap off a spray can that is almost the right size. So what I have now is a spacer. I think I might have cut that one a little too short, because it's supposed to take the place of that, and well, we'll see if it's tight or not. So I'm going to test fit it in here. Short side of that goes forward, notch lines up with the top. This thing sits in here like that. And press it down and over, and it holds it in tight. No wiggles. This is why I did it over there on the other bulb, on the other light assembly. Because there's no way that I can show what's being done in here. But just have to reach in, unplug the wire, pop this rubber cap off, this rubber cap, when I get through putting the other light in, because it has the fan on the back, I'm just going to stretch it out like that so that the fan has room to move some air around. Now I reach down inside here. Pull the light out. Short side forward. Ta-da. Spacer. If you do everything by feel, you can just barely see into there. And that's not the first time I've changed light bulbs in a Celica, but it's still a pain, no matter how many times you do it. Now you gotta line this up. Find the two slots, push it all the way forward. And I don't think I'm getting it all the way forward. Because I can't rotate it to lock it. Now I unclip the wire to get it to rotate. Power steering reservoir right there doesn't help either. I got it! Yay! Alright, so I'm going to just put that on there. Find where it says top. I'm going to put it on there stretched out like that. So that that fan's got a little room to circulate some air. And thread the wire out through the hole. All right, these are polarity sensitive. In other words, positive has to be to positive and negative has to be to negative on a LED light. So if that doesn't come on, it means I got to switch the plug around. And it did not come on. This plug right here needs to be switched. Well, it looks good. Nice clean white light. So they're definitely not a direct replacement for a Toyota Celica. Require a little bit of modifications to make them fit. Had to build a spacer plate, but they are better than a standard light. All right, that's one LED installed. The one on the right, of course, the car's left, is the bright white LED.